Yellow. Hello. It's Ahmad Rahim again. This is log 3. Thank you for watching. For whoever's out there. Um, I feel way better than I did yesterday. I think yesterday I was just not in a good space mentally and I wasn't motivated to do anything. Hopefully you can hear me because the music is actually pretty loud behind me. Um, this morning I had a very early run at Bradgate Park. Did some hill runs with the Wild Striders. So Brad, Carl, and I can't believe I forgot the other two people's name, but that was the first time I've met them. So me and names are awful. Anyway, what was I gonna say? That was a good run because it made me really reflect on the things that I want to do and the things that I need to implement in my life. Um, and I still feel like I have a writer's block right now. There's still something there. But I had a good conversation with a friend earlier, and we were talking about being present and just like not having expectations from people, expectations for myself. Um, to just be present and be in the moment as much as possible and see the world for what it really is, and then hopefully my creativity can come to me. And not try and, for example, when I say not have expectations, even for like a career, like, of course, it's like a goal you work up towards, but not to be like, oh yeah, this is what I'm going to do, because in life you never know where it can go. And people talk a lot about manifestation, and like, if you believe in manifestation, then it can be able to push yourself forward towards that thing, towards that goal, whatever it should be. Um, but I feel like with that, what I do is put too much pressure on myself. So I think I'm gonna kind of take a step back and like just be present and enjoy life and enjoy my friends, my wife, the people around me, um, and the experiences that I'm able to gain, and then hopefully that can inspire me or motivate me to create things. But I know what I want to do. I want to write a play. Basically, these 365 days, well, 362 days left. I want to. I've already talked about this before, but the whole point is that I really want to upload this to keep myself accountable, to make sure that I'm just doing what I need to do. Like today, I've not really written anything or read a book. It's just a lot of conversations with family and friends. Um, so that's pretty good. But I don't. Hey, Julia. But I don't want to. Where was I? I've lost myself. As I was saying, I've not read a book or written anything. It's mainly just been conversations with friends and my wife. But I still want to be able to upload something to kind of still motivate me, to push me towards creating something without any pressure, though. You know, we got to make sure there's no pressure. And I do want to like what I want to upload on these is mainly that of course, like I just said, I want to write a play and I want to do some short films within this year, within the 365 days, the year. I want to write a play and do a film. And a lot of this is just my creative process of what's going through my mind and how I'm going to get there. I kind of don't know, so I've got to sit down and really plan that out. And I feel like in the next couple of days, I want to sit down and plan that out and show you guys what I'm doing actually, and like how I would go around and plan it, and how I just do creative things basically. It kind of doesn't make sense. I'm still trying to work it out. I feel like, but it doesn't matter. As long as I upload, I think that's the main thing for me. As long as I keep uploading and making sure I'm reminding myself, okay, this is what you need to do. It's today you got to upload. You know what? Actually, I might for tomorrow read a book or write something, so then you can talk about it. So then that's the accountability side of things. I feel like I'm just repeating myself over and over again. Um, But there is a play in my mind that I want to do. There's kind of two plays, and especially with me reading Che Guevara's Motorcycle Diaries and what's happening in the world right now. I want it to be. I want it to have a punch. I want there to really be um, not politically driven, but I do want to talk about certain topics. I would say that for sure. But I want to do it in a satire way that sticks in people's mind for a longer time. I don't always want to do it like in people's face, because of course sometimes in people's face can be good, but at the same time I feel like by doing it, having like this satire comedy kind of style, it kind of lingers on your mind a little bit more, because then you revisit it and you're like, wait, did that just, was that talking about this? But then also it allows other people to have a conversation, and that's what I really want to do. I want people to start conversing, like conversate, conversate with one another, converse with one another after you watch a play or one of my films, and you can then you're able to find out different moments, things that you may have not seen. But that my job is to give back the experience to the audience member by making it not just the everyday thing. I'm not trying to be like, fuck it, maybe I am trying to do something like that. But am I putting too much pressure on myself again? Like me and my friend yesterday at work were talking about the French Revolution. No, the French New Wave in cinema. And then I said something along the lines of that that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to create a new wave. And if me trying to create a new wave is for the audience, then so be it, I'm out. But don't put pressure on yourself. I just have to keep reminding myself to not put pressure on myself. Because when you put pressure on it, it just ruins it. It really does ruin everything. But there's just something, there's something there. I just need to get it. I need to grab it by the horns, man. It's so funny because if you watch this, my brain's just like all over the place. It's for me to just get everything out. Like I say in the play, there's kind of two plays I've got right now, and one of them follows an individual who has to make a choice. It has to make a choice. My whole point is not to give too much away or to tell you the plot, but they have to make a choice in their life, and that choice can lead them in one direction or the other. And I want people to relate to that, because we always have choices that we have to make in life. Sometimes we have to make big choices, or sometimes those small choices are actually bigger than what we actually think it can be later down the line. But then it kind of ties in with the whole thing of expectations. Oh, if I pick that route, then this is going to happen. And it's like you don't know what's going to happen. Do you know what I mean? And then I've got another play. That's more like, I think that's down the line though. That's later down the line. I need more actors and I need more time to write that one. I think simplicity is the way. Just something that logistically can do. Not a lot of funding needed. And not a lot of people needed as well. So it gives me a chance to actually do it instead of just keep talking about it. But whilst that's happening, I can still work on the bigger projects that I want to write and look for funding and all that kind of thing. I think for me, I've kind of just had enough of waiting around, because I've not done any acting in such a long time. Well, like my own thing, like my own acting thing, like set up something that I want to do. And I've not done that in such a long time. I'm always writing something and then, that's a lie. Well, film-wise, more in the sense of a play. But I will stick with theatre for a while. There's something there that's calling my name. I'll still dibble and dabble in the film. I want to kind of mix them both up together as well. So that's what's going on. So that means tomorrow I need to come to you guys with more information. Meaning I have to read more, write more, figure out where I want to go with this and what I want to do. So that's my goal for tomorrow. Let's see if future Amma can keep up with what he's meant to be doing. Peace.